So, guys, this is Marila Voe. We're here with our first podcast. I'm Arturo, the vocalist.
And I'm Miguel, the guitarist.
I'm Randy, the drummer.
And my name is Roy. I play guitar as well. And this is the Get in the Van podcast, episode 1.
So we're gonna go ahead and just tell you guys a little bit about ourselves. You know,
Or why don't we start talking about why we're doing this?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Explain it, bro.
This is a new approach, I guess, for people to get to know the band and also just try something new, see how it goes.
Yeah, something new, something fresh, so that way we can interact with people and answer questions a different way, and it'll also be available on YouTube and SoundCloud, so that'll be something cool and fresh.
It's a way for us to interact with everybody who's who follows us and who's interested in getting to know us. We also want to engage with you all too. So.
And we did ask a few questions, so thanks to everybody who did reach out to us. We didn't get a lot, but some of you guys personal message us or DM'd us on Instagram, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Thanks.
So let's go ahead and jump to the questions, and then after that we could probably talk a little bit more about ourselves if you guys are interested to ask. I have Facebook up right now, Facebook Live, so if you guys want to go ahead and ask us anything, go ahead. We're going to read the first question.
All right, cool. So the first question is from Clifton Miles, who is a local engineer?
Yeah,
producer?
recording engineer at Dead Rooms.
Dead Room Studio in San Antonio. Pretty cool. All right, so Clifton Mouse says, what have you enjoyed the most about being in the studio with legendary Mac Damon? And how do you feel it affected your songwriting moving forward?
So the way that I feel about recording with Mac is I feel that he's really helped us, get better as musicians and also give us input, like an outsider's input for music theory. I feel that like it's helping us get more in depth with I won't say hidden talent, but more in depth with our creative minds. Like he gave us a key to unlock it. That's how I feel about what he's done.
I just feel more confident as a musician now that being in the studio with Mac and him bringing out ideas out of us is pretty awesome. Yeah, and then the whole studio experience has been really great. And the best part about him is, I guess he knows his stuff and he knows how to fix things, certain things that we brought to him, and probably like nine out of 10, it was great. And that one piece that needed to be fixed, he helped us and, made the song 100 times better.
Or just even the fact that he gave us like the time of day too. It's just like, it's pretty awesome because working with Mac, I think, has changed my mind personally on how to write songs or how to approach songwriting.
Yeah, I honestly, I feel the same way, dude. Like, I think, he did help us all together, like, get more as a unit, like a solid unit.
A bonding experience.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's been a pretty good experience with all of us being in the studio together. It's like our first actual experience doing that. I mean...
Yeah, after the, what is it, like our... third attempt.
Oh yeah, we've done 2 EPs by ourselves.
Yeah. So we tried working with the, recording it ourselves, but we're definitely getting more out of working with legendary Mac Damon. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and funny story, real quick. I told my girlfriend and she told her family, and everyone kept thinking it was Matt Damon. Everyone was like, "What? He's working with Matt Damon?"
Oh yeah, everybody thought his name was fucking Matt Damon.
But yeah, the songs are coming out great. Can't wait to.
I think pretty much, but when it comes down to the whole songwriting thing, I think he's helped us accomplish to write
better songs.
Just songs in a that sound big, opposed to just kind of compromising with an idea.
Not like a normal garage band.
Yeah.
That just records, with a regular mixer.
Yeah, but it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been a pretty cool experience.
Cool. Thanks, Clifton.
Joseph Bear asks, why not do shows to raise money to record your album? Honestly, like an answer to that is like we would, man, but we're spending a lot of time like in the studio. And I mean, we also have tried to raise money too with selling merch and all that, and we plan on doing other things to try to, you know, get closer to our goal.
And thank you for all those people that bought merch.
Yeah, thank
like
you
it
so
means
much,
a
guys.
lot,
Fucking awesome.
especially when we see y'all or we hear people that
Wear
see
our
y'all,
shit.
wear the shirt out in public. I'm like, oh my god,
I've gotten a few calls like,
yeah,
man, I'm over here at HEB, and there's this random person just wearing your merch. I was like, oh man, that is
that's
awesome, man.
pretty
I love
cool.
that.
I think the coolest thing I saw was like when we played the Upon Burning Body show with the anniversary.
Oh, at the
I
Paper
think
Tiger?
we had like
It was like
Yeah,
5.
that was a fucking badass show.
there was like a lot of people like wearing our shirts in the crowd, which was
I
pretty.
couldn't even see their faces. I just saw a bunch of Marila Voe
Dude, yeah,
shirts.
dude, that was pretty cool to see.
That was
like,
pretty cool.
The lights were all on us, and like we just saw like nothing but black. Everybody was literally wearing nothing but black, and like the ones that we did notice was like the Marila Voe shirts, and then the other shirts, and it was pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks
it
again,
was.
guys.
To answer your question, Joseph, in another way, is that there's a lot of people that don't actually know about us, and it's about word of mouth, and we just got to get people to know about us and what we're trying to do and our music. So
Yeah, and then if you guys keep helping us out, spreading our name around, and hopefully sharing our posts and the times that we're gonna play here in San Antonio. I think Arturo's working on getting us some outside the city shows, so hopefully we start gaining some fans out of the city.
Yeah, definitely. And I do want to thank all you guys that have taken the time to actually listen to us, for giving us the time of day, and for checking us out whenever you can, either over Facebook or actually coming to our shows. We really do appreciate all of you guys, because we're doing this together. All of you guys, all of us. I mean, it's like a progression, we never think about ourselves. Like, we want to put out music for you guys to connect with, and we want to grow with y'all.
Yeah. So we got another question from Nathan Frickley.
Yeah, that guy.
Nate,
From
Covina.
what's up, Nate?
The
Guitars
guitarist
from
from Covina.
Covina. That dude's cool.
Yo, Nate.
Oh, shout out to Nate. His question is, what is your ultimate goal as far as places, venues to play, and why?
Ultimate goal to play us places? Shit, fucking Chain Reaction, dude. That's
Yeah.
how I want to go.
I'm thinking.
Well, why Chain Reaction?
I'm thinking
'Cause
Madison
Circus
Square
Survive
Garden.
played
I'm thinking
That's
Madison.
only Red Rocks.
I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, that too.
Oh,
That's
Red
that's
Rocks,
pretty.
I don't know.
I'm thinking Madison Square Garden.
What was it? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's y'all's reason?
Center.
Why not?
Yeah, why not for me too? It's just one of those stages that you want under your belt.
Which one?
I played
Which
there.
one?
Madison Square Garden for me.
Oh, Madison Square Garden. Fuck, dude.
I mean, that's a
I don't even know what Madison Square Garden looks like.
It looks like a garden.
It's a garden
Madison.
that's a square. And
It's
it's
a
not even
garden.
really a square. It's like a rectangle.
yeah.
I think for me, I don't know. As far as like capacity, I just the brand House of Blues for me, for some reason, that place seems like it's always been pretty popular. It's like a badass venue that I've been to many times. I'd be super stoked to play at a House of Blues.
That's yeah, man. No,
Yeah.
we definitely do have a lot of places in mind that we do want to play, man. Like, for sure, we have a lot of goals. Like, we're thinking and dreaming pretty big, and we're trying to put in a shitload of work to get there. Obviously, it's gonna take some time. Like the other great bands that have always been around since like forever. It takes time, and we're on a journey to try to get there. We don't know where it's gonna end up, but man, we have a fucking goal, so we're gonna try to do it.
Yeah.
you want to do one off the.
So just
the
a
live?
reminder, guys.
Wait.
I have Facebook Live
Yeah.
up.
You
what's
want
up?
to do one off the
Do we
live?
do one off live?
Yeah. We're gonna do one off the live. I have Facebook up right now and a Facebook Live up. So we're
Do a
gonna
live
answer
one.
some couple questions from that. April Denton is asking, how long did it take for you guys as a whole to get into a studio?
I think like
Oh, so
3 years
3
because
years.
we're being Nesio.
Nancio.
Honestly, it took us about 3 years.
We're-
Because
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, before we actually decided to work with Mac Damon and go into a studio, we wanted to try other things first. Like, we wanted to see if it would work if we recorded it ourselves. We wanted to try to save money, because at the time we weren't really thinking that big. Our goal wasn't that big yet. And before we got there, by the time we were done with the first EP that we have out right now, we were like, okay, guys, I think it's time to, think bigger. That's my opinion. I don't know what you guys
Yeah.
think. What do y'all think?
I mean, our whole mindset since the beginning has always been DIY. You know, try to get as much as done ourselves.
We are a big DIY band. We try to do everything ourselves.
Yeah, which comes to flyers.
And we try to do it
videos.
ourselves not by choice, it's because we have to.
We're poor. We're poor.
It's not like we. It's
Ballers
it's
on
not
a
necessarily enjoyable to do everything on your own because it's a lot of work. But we've been accustomed to treating ourselves like a record label would treat us. So we're our own record label essentially. But yeah, working to finally get to a point where we're in an actual legitimate studio and making an investment to do that. It took us 3 years to get there, but
It did take a little time, yeah.
I think we wouldn't have been ready 3 years ago. So
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
pretty much right timing as far as in
And I
playing
think-
live, meeting people, and kind of learning what our sound
Networking
is.
and growing
Yeah.
too.
And
played a
then
big
with
part.
and within those 3 years, just to go back to the question, we didn't really know ourselves, each other as musicians or how to
Or people.
write together. But
Yeah.
Roy's right about we weren't ready. But now that 3 years going on 4, we know each other. We know how to structure out a
together,
song.
yeah.
Yeah, work together pretty much, which is a pretty awesome team right now.
I will say that the amount of time that it's taken for us to grow as a team is perfect. Like the reason why that we've grown better as musicians together as a band and as a team trying to get our goals done is because the amount of time it took. If it was any sooner than that, I think that it wouldn't been right. It probably wasn't. It wouldn't have felt right.
Yeah, and then I feel like this grind that we've been through these last couple of years, I feel like it made me a better person, think more of a independent, I almost want to say a business or entrepreneur. So it's definitely a big gain from being in this band.
Yeah.
You want to do one more question off the
Yeah.
the list and then go on to another live question?
So this one's from Monsoon. Monsoon says, I've been following you guys and you're killing it on your promo end. Is the EP finished? And have you guys found a basis for your live shows? So the EP is not finished. We were initially gonna try to record a full length, but it just made more sense to do an EP. But it's, I don't know, I want to say maybe like 60% along the way.
Yeah, it's about 60.
So we got drums done, we have bass done. Right now we're tracking guitars. Me and Miguel are tracking guitars, which is pretty insane. Like the process has been badass. And then I think we should be getting a song out there pretty soon.
Yeah, really
But,
soon, hopefully.
Yeah, it's taking a little time, but there's a good reason for it.
Yeah,
We don't want to rush anything, and we want this next EP that's coming out to sound like fucking perfect, like impeccable. So it's taking a little time to get there, but once it's done, it's worth the
And
wait.
it does sound fucking sick though.
It does.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Thanks
it's
to Mac
gonna
Damon.
fucking.
Shout out, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
The second question is have we found a bassist, a live bassist?
We've had a
No.
couple.
We've had a couple tryouts,
And they're really good. It's just, I guess we're still, I don't know how to say it.
kind of. Well, we don't want to rush into anything with that either. We want to make sure that the right bass player is right for us, and that we're right for them. So nothing personal to anybody who's tried out. It's not that we hate you or anything. It's just like we want to make sure that we're a good fit for everybody.
Yeah, and we're kind of hoping to finish the EP so that way it hopefully when everything comes out at once we have a solid lineup as well.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of people will reach out to us, but it would be really cool if you guys could send us a video of one of the songs we have on our Bandcamp and just reach out to us and kind of show us what you got. That'd be pretty cool.
So for that,
Let's go back to the Facebook Live. J.A. Rivera.
Wait, you missed over- are we-
Justin, hold on, bro. What are you doing?
Are we
Okay,
doing-
we'll go back to Megan Gonzalez real quick. Hold on 1 second. Does Lightning McQueen have life insurance or car insurance? Man, bro, you know what? Like, I don't know.
Wait,
I'll be sure to ask him.
If the cars are alive, are the houses alive?
Okay, so we have a question for you, Justin. If the cars are alive, are the houses alive? And if we can't ask you that, and if you can't answer it, then we don't know. All right, next question.
And do cars have pets? Do they have pets?
Wait, do
All
the
right.
cars get insurance from other cars?
the cars charge the other cars for insurance. Yeah.
Do they rent each other out?
They rent each other out too, so hourly, Uber.
Wait,
Uber
does that count as prostitution?
Wait, so how does that trailer feel when another car goes inside that trailer?
I think they feel good.
Wait,
It depends how big
does that
the
count
trailer
as
is.
like
He's like,
human
oh,
trafficking
yeah,
or
he
something?
cleans inside me.
Oh, dude, that is human. That's car trafficking, bro.
Car trafficking.
Cars to other states.
car traffic.
All right, so Megan Gonzalez wants to know, how do you balance your music with other obligations? Oh man,
It's a tough
question.
one. Yeah, it varies. It's hard. It's really hard to balance.
It's like saying, how do you balance work life and regular life? You just kind of have to. You just do it. You just kind of.
Yeah, I just wing it. I'm pretty much winging it all the time.
I think I would disagree with that, because regular life is just. I mean, I guess I don't have an answer for regular life, but I will say that my life, or our lives as musicians outside of work, it is kind of hard to balance it all out, because we either have our significant others, or we have
Yeah.
other projects that we're working on, or we're trying to find other ways of like another source of income. It could be a lot of things, but it is kind of hard to balance it. We try to do the best that we can. I mean, we can't make everybody happy. Of course, we try to, but
I think the biggest thing is just time management. That's the best thing.
managing time. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fucking hard for me.
that
dude.
it's
really
it's
for me to
hard,
manage my
but
time.
yeah.
Do you guys want to say anything personally?
I think the best way to put it, it's like for Roy put it in good words one time. He said that every time he puts on the guitar when we're at practice, like after like a long day of work, he said he feels like he's putting on a cape, like he's a superhero.
Which
Sometimes I don't even want to go to practice, and then I'll go and I'm there, and then all of a sudden I'm stoked, and it just
Yeah.
feels like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
and then you
And it
And
feels
then,
good.
And then when it's over, it's like, oh fuck, we have to go to work.
Well, just the fact, you don't even have to be a musician. Just as long as you have passion to create stuff,
Yeah.
I think that's
Artists.
awesome. I think anything that
Related.
you're good at that's not related to work is. I mean,
Regular.
unless you're an alcoholic and you like making money, then go for it.
Any kind of ambition that you have outside of working a 9 to 5, like clocking in and out, modern day slavery, any kind of ideas or ambition that you have, it's like the precious thing in life, So sometimes, I mean, I won't speak for the band, but I will speak for myself. Sometimes when I try to balance all that stuff, it gets a little hard. Like I said, I can't make everybody happy, but it's because I have this huge vision and I want to make it happen. But then like the bills come in, and I'm like, oh wait, this is real. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Reality. Sometimes reality hits a little too hard. Sometimes, and it's just like, ugh.
Sometimes that Texas weather makes our electric bills go up to like 10 digits. No, but
Yeah, that is true. I mean, if we were living in Colorado, it's snowing.
Colorado.
We would just go out there and
Another-
just chop our
another
own
question.
wood.
We would just live in the snow and drink the snow.
You want to do another live one?
Yeah, another live one.
You want to do the
You want to go to
live
live one?
Yeah,
Okay.
the live one.
Let's see the next question. Isabel Hearts, how do come up with music? How long does it take to complete a song? Okay,
All right,
so
I got the question.
It's like 1 year, one song. No, I'm just kidding.
It used to be like 3
No, it
months of
didn't
song.
used to.
It used to be like 3 months.
No, it was because we would write at the beginning. We would probably write like 4 or 5 songs and keep one.
Yeah,
And then move
not
on.
only that, we would write without a singer, so it was tough because we didn't know what a chorus is and a verse is, a bridge. We didn't know. We just played, we just jammed, and just continued playing and playing and playing. But everything sounded good, but we just did not have a singer until we met Arturo.
Yeah, I mean, which is kind of cool because I mean that's how we developed our sound. I guess we.
you grew as a unit.
But as
basically.
now, as far as on how long it takes to write a song, I don't think there's really a time frame because, for example, we've written songs where it took 3 days. Some songs took a month. Some songs took 1 day.
Yeah.
But then
Or
what happened?
Or some songs only took 2 beers.
Yeah, and but then
It's fucking
what
bad.
the crazy thing that happens is you start playing live and you start changing things and you start figuring out what sounds better or change things up, and then after you've changed it 100 times, then you go to the studio and you change it again.
Yeah.
So it's like there's never quite an
end game.
there's never quite an ending until it hits until you go to a studio. So I mean, it just there's no real time frame. It just kind of depends on if you're satisfied with the song and it's done.
So to answer, like, to narrow it down, is about to answer your question. It all depends on how you feel. It all depends on how you feel about
Your work.
about the work, because everybody who does their own work is always going to be self-conscious. You're always going to want it to be better. Like, even with artists who draw, like, even with people who have like a talent, like, they're always going to look at their own work and be like, oh shit, man, this shit sucks. Like, I need to do it better. So then whenever we make a song, it gets rewritten and then rewritten again and then rewritten, and it's like, okay,
Until we're pretty much all
until we're
happy.
pretty much satisfied with it.
Yeah.
So it varies. It could take from like a month to a couple weeks to like until we're all happy. That's as a band. As a single artist, it's different. Everybody's
It also
different.
depends on your mood, what you're going through in life.
Yeah.
Even just a simple mistake at work could actually, affect the whole process of the song.
Yeah. So
right.
thank you for that question.
Yeah, thank you, Isabel.
That was a really good question. So we're gonna go off Facebook Live for a little bit because no one's asked anything yet. Let's
Mario,
go
just
to
what are you wearing? Wait, no, let's
Mario
go.
Hernandez, what are you
let's
wearing?
go on
We're
to-
wearing clothes, bro.
What are you wearing?
I'm just
Yeah, what are
wearing.
you wearing,
What are
man?
you
Are you
wearing,
wearing
Mario?
I'll tell you this.
Wait, he's probably wearing a beanie.
Oh, do you have a beanie with the hair?
Mario,
It's a
are you wearing
wig.
a
I know it's a
beanie?
fucking wig, man.
I'll tell you this. Miguel is wearing. It looks like a faded shirt, but it's not. It's just the style.
It says Mario wears a wig. This is what it says.
Wait, what?
Let's move on.
All right, so another question. Amy Fowler, do you have any embarrassing moments on stage?
Oh my god.
Mine is not.
Oh, I got
Mine's
one.
not that
Go ahead.
bad.
I'll
I
let Chuck
mean,
go first.
mine is not that bad. I think the most embarrassing I ever had was when I was trying to do stuff with my whammy bar, and then
Wait, for people who don't know what a whammy bar is, tell them what that is.
a whammy bar is like a bar, like
the thing that goes by the bridge and the.
it's pretty much like
The place where you go to drink beer.
it makes, for anyone that knows what a whammy bar is on a guitar, it basically
It's basically an attachment that goes in the guitar,
it makes your
and it lets
dive
you
bombs.
kind of tweak the
And
sound.
then you
Yeah.
go wow 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 wow.
yeah,
wow.
exactly how Arturo was doing it. Well, anyways, like it it popped off mid song,
Oh, what? I didn't even
and
know that.
like
Are you
and I played it off
serious?
real cool, like.
Wow.
But I saw like 2 people in the front just staring at me when I was like doing it.
Wait, where was this
and I
at?
just played it off all cool, and I walked away
Wait,
like
where,
I meant to do
where
it.
was this at?
where were we at?
I think we were at Jack's patio. I think that was like our first like
Oh,
and it was our
dang.
first like show that we had where like there was more than 2 people, it was kind of
The
like
mystery.
it was like halfway packed, and
Mystery.
it was like halfway packed, and like three dudes or like 3 kids were just like watching me play guitar, and then my whammy bar just like, boop, just, like popped off,
my God.
and I and I was like kind of doing like that the whammy bar stuff, and it just
Wait,
popped off.
wait. So you're saying they gave you a whammy bar? Ojo.
Yeah, I felt like
Oh,
Whammy bar,
brujeria.
Wait, not everybody knows what ojo is
They
either.
put that huevo on him. They threw an egg at him. They said, "Chingate." No, so one of my embarrassing moments was okay. So it's not Marila Voe related, but it's when I actually played.
but the
with
questions on stage,
what?
embarrassing moments on stage.
Oh, embarrassing
stage.
moments. It was when okay, that's right. So I was on stage playing for a chippy band. I won't say which one, but
Which one? How many Derby Mans you got?
So like okay, so like I'm not a big fan of the music, and I won't say which music it is, but I definitely forgot like about 4 or 5 songs of it, and there was this one chick just like staring like right at my face, like just looking at me with like a mad face, like why are you messing up the lyrics? And I didn't know what to do. So I look at the band members and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep singing. And she's throwing her hands in the air like, what are you doing? And I'm like, man, this is the worst I've ever felt, man. I was like, dude, I just want to go fucking home. Like, give me my $100 and let me leave.
With my money. Give my money.
I mean, I still had fun, but like that was the worst I've ever felt because people who are passionate about that music, I don't want to disappoint them, you know. But I mean, it ended. I had a good time, so it was cool. What about you, Roy or Randy? Do you have any embarrassing moments on stage?
I guess the only one that comes to mind, that's an old joke in the band, but our first show, that we ever played, and that the funny thing is there was a pretty decent, there was like a good amount of people there. We weren't using our gear, so I had my pedal board and my guitar ready to go. When we were prepared, we had everything done. We knew what we were going to do. And we get on stage, and Miguel starts the intro to the song, and then Randy starts, and everything's ready to go. And I'm supposed to come in, and my pedal board's not working. I can't hear my guitar, and I don't know what's going on, and I'm freaking out. And so we have this intro going on for like the intro is like 2 or 3 minutes. It's just like
everybody's just looking around, like
just staring, like the whole band just staring at me, like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm here just trying to keep calm, trying to fix my pedal board.
Oh, it's not
your fault either.
It's not the time. Oh, it's not the time that I'm thinking of. Then it's the same day.
But
wait, is it the same day?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You like pulled at the drive-in.
No,
you're like super detuned. Like
I'm detuned all the time. But so basically, I just unplugged my fucking guitar from my pedal board and went straight in, and I said, "Fuck it." Yeah,
that doesn't sound like Roy. That's like
I took off the makeup.
That's a scary story, man.
All right, yo,
Randy, do you have an embarrassing?
I know you have a couple, Randy. I know you have a couple. Come on,
man,
give me that cheese, man.
No, I don't even want to say someone.
Just say it.
Just do it. Dude, we're all being real, man.
Some people, but I
don't insult anybody.
No,
right now.
Okay.
Don't put any names. That's it.
No, I'll just say the worst one I've had on stage with this band is we were playing Fitzgerald's, and we were trying to unload real quick, and then the lighting guy just turned off all the lights, and I was like, we got this. And I just jump on the drum riser and I trip and I just ate it. And then the lights come up and
he's on
and
the
then
ground.
I
on the
just pop
floor.
my head like behind the kick drum and like I just played it cool, like nothing ever happened. Nobody ever noticed it.
Like you pop your head out like you just saw a fight or what?
And I even asked, I told these
Where's
guys, I'm like,
my-
dude, I just ate it. And they're like, when? We didn't even see you. I was like, I guess nobody saw it. But yeah, I guess everybody knows now. Probably somebody has video of that or something.
All right, well, go to the next question.
Mario,
Mario
Do
Hernandez.
you want to do Mario's question?
Mario Hernandez.
what song took the
Mario.
longest and which took the shortest to compose? I think the longest was Melody and Monos.
No, mine
That took like 3 months.
I think we have different opinions.
Well, I
about
think
your
it was
question, man.
it was the beginning of the.
It
To me, I felt like it was like Monos.
I think we were.
Because I feel like it took 3 months to finish that whole song because we did it in a live setting. Because we did that whole, would change like certain parts.
No,
here and
yeah,
there.
we would change certain parts.
So I think
and, like,
Monos
we
took the
didn't-
longest.
And then we would play for a long time, and then we would change it again. But it kind of doesn't count because it was done, and then we ended up not liking it. But in my opinion, I think I don't know if you guys remember old school the song Sinbad. I think we just kept.
Yeah, but I would say songs that people are gonna hear.
Yeah.
So what about the songs on the EP? Which
I think Monos took the longest.
yeah, that's true. There's a song on our EP that we're gonna release. It may or not be called Monos, but it did take us a little while. And that was actually that's gonna be one of our oldest songs on. Oh wait,
That was I think our first.
Yeah,
song.
it's
that was
actually
our
our
first
first song
song,
that we wrote together.
Together, yeah.
Yeah, so the band that was there.
That's actually how Arturo got hired.
Yeah, he came in like kicking in the doors and just be like, "All right, guys, give me the microphone."
Yeah,
Let me
it was
sing.
crazy.
He brought his tribute band attitude.
I did, man. Even though I'd never been in a tribute band before, it was there already. That mentality. I don't know why. But anyways, so the song that took me the longest to write as the vocalist, man, was fucking Tunnel Dream. Because I wrote 3 versions of it, and every version I showed Roy, he was like, "Are you dumb or what?" And I was like, "No, bro, I'm smart, man. What are you doing?" And he's like, "I don't know what I'm doing. What are you doing?" So that was like the longest one to fucking write.
Like you'll bring the song, and then Roy, and then you were like, "That was legit."
And I would just
I was
shred
all
it.
happy too, man. I'm like,
He would write a song and I'd throw it in the shredder.
like I was like, "Babe, check this out." She's like, "Babe, that sounds good." I was like, "All right, let's see what Roy thinks."
And then Roy just
when
tore it
hears
apart.
he's like, dude, you just learned how to sing or something? And I'm like, "Yeah, I did, bro. Why?" And he's like, "Well, learn again." And I was like, "Okay, cool."
We should go to the next question.
Wait, no, wait. We didn't finish the last part. The shortest song that it took to compose was, I think it was Dead Horse. I think to me that was the shortest one.
Dead Horse.
We've written a lot of songs. I don't think anybody knows that.
Yeah, we wrote maybe like 3 records already.
We've written a lot of songs.
We've written like 3 records already, but it's just like
We're keeping the good ones.
Yeah, we're keeping the good ones. We were really picky on songs.
We wanted to have something that was going to open doors for us and let us jump on any show and not feel stuck in one scene.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome because we've our buddies from Covina, asked us to play one of their shows, and they're pretty heavy, like real heavy.
Next question. Thanks, Mario.
Let's go to the other questions real quick, other than Facebook Live, because I don't
Alright.
know what the fuck just happened, dude.
Well, ours is working over here.
Yeah, mine's working. Let's go. Let's do one off
Alright.
the thing, and then we'll go back to live.
Should we wait? What's going on?
Just go.
No, go ahead.
Go next.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm watching Mario. I'm watching Arturo's.
All right, so we got Jesse Higgins. Any plans on touring anytime soon? So any plans on touring as Marila Voe soon?
As soon as the EP comes out, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is. We are gonna tour. It's just the time.
We want to tour. We also want to do it the smart way. We don't want to. We don't want to waste our time. Too desperate to just play anywhere, but we definitely do need to go out there and make a name for ourselves, and it's obviously it just doesn't come.
Basically, we can't say yes to everything. We have to pick and choose wisely. Like,
We're gonna plan it.
which shows we want to play for that benefits us. Like, not trying to sound selfish, but we do work very hard for what we do, and if there's pay involved, cool. There doesn't always have to be, but it helps us get closer to studio time as well with that pay.
Yeah, we just got a van, well, Randy just got a van too, so we need to put that bad boy, to put some miles on that bad boy.
Yeah, we gotta hit up the West Coast.
Yeah, we're definitely planning it. It's been we've actually should have almost done a tour like twice already.
Yeah.
Things just kind of fell through, and it just wasn't right timing. But it's not really important for us to tour right now to release our
Our
new
EP.
music, and we have something to go kind of
Promote
and push out there.
And yeah, we've always wanted to go on tour for sure, but we need something to promote first. We need something to people to listen to, so that way,
They get to have something to take home.
yeah, so that way when we get there, they'll be like, "Oh man, I checked y'all out before you got here. We really like how you sound. Like, I want to keep listening to you. When you come back, let us know." And that's how you gain followers. You gotta have a product. With that product, you let people listen to it. If they like it, cool. If not, oh well. You know what I mean? But that's how we're gonna tour. As soon as this EP's done, we're gonna fucking tour.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to go on? Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry,
No,
man.
that's fine.
Let's go to the next question on Facebook Live. Can you sing a verse of one of your best lyrics right now?
So shimmy a shine.
No, I think a best verse would probably be
Can
when
I
we
s-
went on KRTU last year. We went on KRTU, the radio station here in San Antonio, Texas.
91.7?
91.7. And we did an acoustic. We did a couple acoustic versions of our songs, and I think one that I really like was which one was it, bro? I think it was Isolation Cycles. It was like my arsenal is gaining ground. Can we pull the trigger now? Ashes fall. So let's move on to the next question.
Thank you, Maria, for that.
Yes, thank you, Maria, for wanting to hear that. So the next question on Facebook Live, Amy Lorraine Gonzalez. Are y'all like never going to make appearance on your podcast, or is it just today a bad hair day? LOL, JK.
Oh, well, bad hair day is a bad hair day for me.
A bad face day. It's a bad face day.
It's a bad face.
Our faces are pretty bad. You don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
Next question. Let's go on to
Yvette.
Maria again. You want to go to Yvette or Maria?
Did she? I thought we already. Wait, go for. Oh yeah, go.
Maria
that
had
one.
another one.
Yeah, go for it.
So, what was each of y'all's first experience to knowing you can play and sing? What and how did y'all get in y'all's name of band, and what does it mean?
Wait. So the first question is what? So
The first question is,
What was each of y'all's first experience to knowing you can play and sing?
and where did you get your band name, and what does it mean?
Oh, okay. Me first for guitar wise, I actually wanted to play drums because my buddy Mario, his brother, was in a band and he played drums, and I was a huge fan of Korn, and I love the drummer.
Oh my
Everybody
god,
hates to play
everybody
drums.
loves fucking Korn. Dude.
Yeah.
The drummer was badass though. But anyways, I don't know. I would go to pawn shops with my parents, and I guess I picked up the guitar because they would always make me wait by the guitar section. So I would pick up the acoustic and just pretend like I knew how to play, and I was like, oh, this thing is cool. So I mean, I guess I always had like a subconscious way of like me wanting to play the guitar, and then I just ended up playing guitar and got really good at it. Next person.
I don't know.
Well, for me, I actually started off as a guitarist, singer.
Wait, weren't you a saxophone player?
Yeah, I was a saxophone player, but for school. But it was kind of, I was forced to.
So you've been forced to play music, or you just kidding?
No, when I was in elementary, I wanted to play drums, and they wouldn't let me. And they're like, "Well, the drum section's already all full, but we have a saxophone open."
God, it's like not even close to the same thing.
Yeah, not even close.
Randy's
I
a
was
drummer
He's
in
like,
my
dude-
band, and he started with the fucking saxophone.
Were you like, do you like The Simpsons? Do you like Lisa? Lisa.
Is your middle name Lisa by any chance?
What the fuck are you talking
No,
about?
no, and my teacher was like, "You have big hands. You could hold the sax pretty well."
So
and
wait, were you good at playing the sax?
Burger King.
I did. I did play sax.
How long
for
did you
6
play?
years.
How long did you played the fucking sax for 6 years?
and then
Can you still play the saxophone?
I know,
I
but
didn't even know. I thought it was maybe like a good solid year that you were in band.
Wait, when did you stop playing sax?
When
He's
I-
like, last
before
year.
I was a
Last
freshman,
year.
I wanted to play drums so bad.
Wait.
I told him, "Hey, let me play
You grew out your
drums."
hair.
And he's like, "No."
So you stopped playing sax at 14?
Yeah,
Wow.
because they're like, "We can't let you play drums because you already have 6 years of playing sax. That means you're gonna have to start all the way from the bottom."
You're pretty much a saxpert by that point.
Saxpert, yes. And I told him no, so I quit. I quit band, and I actually took some guitar classes, and I borrowed a guitar from my ex-girlfriend's neighbor, and I never actually returned it. I actually broke it on. I broke it pretty bad, but it was pretty funny. There's a video somewhere on YouTube me breaking that guitar.
I don't know. That's
But I started off as guitar, and I was in this band with some of my teachers, which was kind of awkward. They would write me letters, not letters like excuses.
Do you like me? Yes or no? Right. That's what they said.
No, they would
Circle one.
They would
Circle
excuse
one.
me
Yes
from
or no?
class, and
can you play sax? Yes
you
or
play
no?
sax.
Hey guys, so if you're still listening, we are Marila Voe from San Antonio, Texas. We want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're still listening to our podcast.
And hold on. What was the end of that question?
So
What-
there's another question
how
that
do
Maria
y'all-
Torres had. She said, "How did you come up with the name for the band?"
Oh, that's Roy. That's
Um,
Roy's department.
Band name is pretty. It's pretty old. It comes from I guess the way everyone can relate to it today. There's we didn't get it from this, but there's a show called American Horror Story, and there's a voodoo lady in the show called Marila Voe. Basically, it came from a conversation about Marila Voe, which was mispronounced, and we said it. I said it wrong, and it was written a certain way, and that just ended up being something that stuck around. I thought it'd be a cool song title. It ended up being a band name. Yeah, but check it out. Technically, it's from Marila Voe, Voodoo Queen. But yeah,
It's a country song.
it came from
it's
a country.
song.
Came from a country song by a singer named Bobby Bear. So that's kind of how it
It
just
is
kind
a
of stuck around.
mispronunciation of
Yeah.
the country song, basically. You want to go through
Next one.
another
Yvette, right?
Yvette Gonzalez? Do any of your songs represent any live experiences? If so, which ones?
I think to me, everything I write means a lot. It's just
I think to all of us, I
it's
think
different. Yeah.
I don't think we write a song and then we have I think we all like all of us in this band have gone through shit together being in this band, and whatever we're feeling at that moment or whatever it may be, I think that gets somehow like it translates into our music. I don't know. I think Arturo would probably be the best one to answer that, but
Yeah. As far as like any songs that represent anything, I think for me when I write stuff, I'm easily influenced by movies other than music for some reason. So I guess the way I write is just based off emotions off the movie that I watched recently or something.
You are a big movie
for
person. I am
It
not a
is
movie
definitely
person at all.
based off of emotion. However we're feeling.
But as far as lyrics, I think Arturo has a better.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I do write a lot about life experiences. This EP that we're releasing is like a huge part of what I've been feeling for the past couple of years. I mean, it's not a feeling that's lasted for that long, but it's like some of the stuff that I've been through in my lifetime, I write about, whether it can be like an internal struggle with, trying not to, and I'll just be real about it, trying not to sin or trying not to be bad about it, or, just trying to be cool and, dealing with, just trying to stay straight, man, and not give into temptation, like either drinking or something like that, which drinking really isn't a problem, but I just still feel bad for doing it, And it's not only that, but I also want to connect.
He feels bad for doing it because he's good at it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not only that. I want to connect with everybody else too. Like the songs are metaphorical. They're not just meant for me. They're not meant for me to write about. Oh, I'm going through this. Hear about it. It's meant for everybody to relate to. Like it can be any kind of situation. Anything that can relate to you. It's going to be metaphorical for you. So that's one part that I wanted Marila Voe to be, is to engage with everybody who listens to our music, to be on that same level. So yeah, I do write a lot about, how I feel, but it's a lot of metaphorical stuff. So this EP is going to be very interesting, our first EP.
Yeah. And then next question, Miguel.
Don't you hate it that San Antonio prefers tribute bands to original bands?
Oh man,
that's from Adam Ramirez, or Adam Alexander Ramirez. It's kind of funny story. Our first time on stage, we were actually in the.
Yo,
that's a good
wait,
question.
hold up!
That's a
Shout out
good
to Adam.
question.
That's a really good question. Miguel.
Our very first time on stage was part of a competition. We had a Battle of the Fans. And we pretty much shout out to Ted Rackley for getting us that show.
Shout out to Ted.
That guy literally got Marila Voe started.
Thank you, Ted.
Marila Voe started.
Nobody knows that, but now they do.
Yeah. And we lost to a tribute band.
We lost to a fucking tribute band.
No, but we missed 3 weeks? We were only there.
We missed like 2 or 3 weeks, and I think we had 2 weeks left, or 2 or 3.
But we lost by 2 people,
and we were second place. So actually, we won some money. We got cash. It was pretty cool.
We didn't get all the cash, so fuck that guy.
Wait, so
didn't
did
pay
you guys
us.
have to play like once a week?
We didn't get all the cash because we didn't have a long enough set list.
Well, I mean, technically, not just like, I don't know.
Hey, so
But yeah, anyways,
going back to Adam, I just want to say, he does a karaoke thing, a karaoke live band here in San Antonio, which is pretty badass, man. You guys should check it out at Pig's Bar. So next question.
I mean, I don't really care. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk shit about cover bands.
Yeah, it's
because
like it's not a big deal. It's like
it's. I mean, if there's gonna be a Marila Voe cover band, that's badass. I mean, I'm gonna.
I'll
like-
probably start it. I'll definitely start it.
I'm gonna be super honored.
Yeah, I'll find the musicians. Just don't worry, guys.
Just
I'll
good luck.
get it going.
Good luck on the guitarist trying to figure out my parts.
Maria says no. We'll skip that question.
You want to get one off the messages
Yeah,
real
let's
quick?
go to the list, man. Let's go back to the list.
Tom DeLong.
Tom DeLong asked us a question, guys. Believe it or not, he did.
Tom DeLong. Are you guys aliens? And if you are, you have to tell me.
Next question.
Tom DeLong, I gotta tell you, bro.
Next question.
We are aliens, but we're not.
Arturo, shut up.
So use that knowledge.
Aren't we all aliens?
All right, next question, guys.
Hey guys, the mothership's here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Fucking guy.
Brianna Jean, what are your influences individually as a musician? Wait, we kind of answered that a little bit earlier.
Not really.
Influences.
Mine's always gonna be movies and movies and
Wait, like
Movies and ants.
Ants are
The
ants.
movie Ants.
Ants. I'm not gonna lie. Ants are
The
pretty.
movie Ants.
Ants are really cool to look
Yo,
at.
dude.
Like literally watch ants for a
Have you
day,
s- no,
and
have
you're
you
gonna
seen-
have fun, dude.
Ants are pretty crazy. But I think I don't know. I don't want to.
I
Ants are
think
just
because they're
badass.
insects.
Ants are just gonna. Our ants are gonna be the next humanoids at some point. They're gonna take over, and we're gonna be the ants.
That message
gonna
is
be
passed
carrying
along
us or
from
what?
Tom DeLong.
We're gonna be the ants. They're gonna be the ones burning us with the magnifying glass.
We're already getting birds called the sun.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
yeah, I have another one off the thing. You want to go back to the
Those are influences.
influences?
When your first tour date?
It's still undetermined, but our next out of city date is what, September?
So we're not playing a tour yet, but we do plan on playing out of the city here and there. We're planning on playing in Austin September 29th, I believe, or no, September 30th. So it's not a solid date yet, but definitely we want to get out of the city in the state right now to spread our name and.
Most
And-
likely, it's gonna be next year for a legit tour.
Yeah, for a
Yeah.
legit tour, yeah.
Yeah.
And
but-
we made great friends here, band wise. Televangelist, thanks for
Tell honestly, yeah, Mark
getting us on
Anthony, dude, he is
shows.
shit, man.
Recreating Eden's another great
Yeah.
band that's working with Mac.
And yo,
Damon.
like, shout out to Stomping on Iris at the beginning of the grind days, because those are the guys that gave us a chance.
Dominonaris.
Wait, what's their band name?
No Hitter.
No Hitter.
Yeah.
No Hitter's a new band. Pretty excited to hear that stuff.
New
And
band?
I think
That's cool,
they
man.
they just finished recording a music video with
Yeah.
from is it Joseph from Across the Atlantic?
I think so. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Yeah, they just shout out to those
Yeah,
guys.
but yeah, it's really.
Roy's like,
No, it's like we had.
he's turning into Rick. He's turning into Rick.
he's getting those alien messages. Dude. He's like,
No, yeah, we've been fortunate enough to make a lot of cool friend bands.
Just know the tour is going to be really awesome
Yeah.
with us, because hopefully
Because we're signed, we just haven't told anybody about it.
to Sumerian Records.
yeah, it's a secret. Don't tell Sumerian Records because they'll get mad.
Don't tell Ash that was so that we're signed yet.
Don't tell anybody. Actually,
Yeah. We're getting
so yeah. So for all you guys listening from like different cities and states, we are called Marila Voe.
And we're signed to Sumerian Records.
We're signed to Sumerian Records, like on the low though. We're an alternative rock band here from San Antonio, Texas, and
On
we
the
plan
D-Lo.
on hitting up all the other states. We definitely want to play with some awesome fucking bands that have been touring with like Hell the Sun and Cianvar. Like Dwellings is pretty good from California.
Wolf and Bear, actually.
Wolf and Bear.
Yeah,
we played with
Wolf and Bear was
Wolf and
badass.
Bear's
We
a
played with
shit.
them at the Paper Tiger.
Yeah,
Those guys are cool.
Wolf and Bear were coming on tour with who are they signed to again? Was it Blue Swan?
Blue Swan
Records.
Records,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we played with a couple Blue Swan record bands.
Yeah,
Played with a lot of Blue Swan
Yeah,
bands.
a lot of
Yeah,
actually.
Cianvar, Hell the Sun, Polyphia,
Idola.
Who?
Polyphia.
What?
Idola.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we play with
Idola. And
It's,
Yeah, but Polyphia's not a.
Ecovision.
Oh, they're not. Oh, they're Ecovision. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, Will Swan. That's cool. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. So thank you guys if you're still listening. We're gonna hit up a couple more questions for y'all. So go
Let's get
ahead,
on
man.
one
Let's
off the
get
list.
that list going. Who else have we got?
All right, next question is from Jules, a human. That's Julian, actually from Texas Music Spotlight. He's got a cool podcast.
Shout
Go
out.
check it out.
Yeah.
You can find him on Facebook, Instagram. He's also in Deer Vibes and
Volcan.
Volcan.
Those guys are badass. His question
They're pretty
is,
sick, dude.
how did you come to like music? How did you come to like the music you like, and why do you like it? It's a good question, Julian.
I think I went through a bunch of stages in my
I think we all did, man.
my
Good-
childhood
good
and
question.
adult life of like music. I went through like I was a big fan of I don't even know what they are. What is Mafia?
Oh wow, it's like
La Mafia?
Tejano-ish.
Is it
It's like
Tejano-ish?
they-
Mafia.
Tex-Mex, like,
Tex-Mex.
yeah,
Well, I
in a
mean,
way.
that's how I got
I
introduced.
did one of their shows, dude, in Austin. It was they're pretty good.
I just got introduced into music by my first introduction to music was Tejano. And then I would go to work a lot doing construction, and one of the main stations was 99.5 Kiss, which they have the same playlist for the last 10 years, maybe 20.
Change.
And K-Zap was like another station that made me get into rock
Nice.
that way. And then my first record was Linkin Park, which was a big changer for me because I was like, I've never heard anything like Linkin Park, and that was my first CD I bought. Like that was
Real.
real.
Tangible.
Yeah, that was real, and that I bought with my own money that I worked, in construction at that time. And
How old were you? Like 6 doing construction?
I was 7.
When he's like tiny with that
7.
little hammer.
But then you got into like, hardcore stuff, right?
Yeah, I think I came across a burnt CD of Azalea dying, and at first I didn't really understand it, but then I went to a Funtown show here in San Antonio, and as soon as I got in, I paid $2 to get into the door,
Oh shit.
and
82.
$2.
I paid $2.
$2.
Yeah, and
I heard
and
82. I was like,
I-
what show are you going to?
I got in, and all I started seeing is people like punching the air, and then I didn't know what it was at first, but it was just like I just couldn't like get that off my mind the rest of the days. But anyways, that the first band I stepped into was Upon a Burning Body, and they were like one of the first bands I saw in that hardcore scene, and from that day on, I could not get enough of that. And of course, I got into like other stuff like Minus a Bear and At the Drive-In and
Yeah.
The Bled.
The Bled. Yeah, big fan of the Bled.
Yeah. For me, I guess kind of like similar to Miguel minus the construction part. I also had, Hybrid Theory as well. That was a big influence for me. I think we kind of all grew up in that same time period. But I kind of got into music through some friends I had in middle school that were like going to punk shows at like 13 and listening to a lot of crazy punk stuff like A Global Threat or who were the punk bands at that time? It was like Lower Class Brats.
Wait, what time of era are you talking about?
Oh, weren't you talking
This
about
is a long time.
Did
this
you
is a
have
long
like?
time ago.
Weren't you a big fanboy of Denied Rights?
No.
Casualties.
The Casualty stuff like that. And I didn't know no facts. I didn't know what any of that stuff was, and out of nowhere, these guys asked me. Like one of my buddies at school, they asked me, like, "Hey, you want to start a band? We need a drummer." And I lied that I was a drummer. I lied that I actually had a drum kit, which I've never played a fucking instrument ever. I just was like, hell yeah, like these guys are cool. They skate. I want to hang around with these guys. So the first thing I did was go home and like to ask my parents for a drum set. Never
Like
touched,
tomorrow.
Like I never touched the kid in my lap. Like, hey, I need a drum set tomorrow. And so, insanely enough, my parents got me a drum set. It wasn't the next day. I mean, we went to a local place called what was it, Herbie's back then?
Oh man, I still have.
Oh, dude,
have
that was
Herbie's
before Guitar Center.
Before
Yeah.
Guitar Center. They got a pro forum series, And so I get this Pro 4 Series drum kit. It comes with this VHS of the drummer from Kiss, like teaching you how to play the drums. It's like a tutorial. That's how I learned, by punching in a VHS from the drummer of Kiss, and I just watched that shit religiously, so I can like fake it. Like, yeah, I play drums. I know what I'm doing. And I eventually, like maybe like a year later, that shit didn't go anywhere. I was going into high school. We actually started a band. It was a street punk band, and it opened me up, going from like the mainstream music that I was listening to, like Miguel said, 99.5, to just really crazy like underground street punk rock music. And I was like 13 or 14, and I was playing drums in a band, and I started playing shows at places like the Sanctuary or the White Rabbit, other venues I can't even think of the names of anymore, such a long time ago. But I was exposed to bands like the Crumb Bums, Complete Control, Lower Class Brats we played with, like the Unseen and Global Threat, things like that. So I was in this, or Monster Squad, like I was just in this huge punk scene, and it was huge to me. Like, to me, that was like rock star. Like, those were the rock stars for me. It wasn't MTV. Fuck that shit. It was like these guys that had this huge impact on me. But for me, that's what it was. It was punk rock, and I kind of, well, I ended up playing guitar now because I wanted to make my own music and not just be a drummer. But the floodgates opened after that, and like Miguel said, I mean, now I listen to a wider variety of music. We're always pushing each other to be progressive and push each other to be better musicians now. But for me, it was punk rock.
I see. To me,
Follow that shit, ready?
yeah, I can't follow this shit. No. I started off as a Tejano drummer, believe it or not. I used to play cumbias and just Latin drummer. But
how old were you?
I was probably...
It was true, man.
I want to say it was like 16, 17. I was still in high school. But I would actually hate playing that music because we would play kind of like what it's called potpourri. It would just nonstop. So you go from one song to the other, to the next, nonstop. It would just be like kind of like a DJ, just. And I was the one just keeping the beat. So me and the basses would just keep going. So everybody would, like the bajo sexto and accordionist and singer, they'll stop and have breaks, but we would just constantly just keep going. It was an experience. And after that, I entered at a recording studio, and that's what I wanted to do. That's when I moved to Austin and started a bunch of bands and got into rock. Rock hip hop, and all of that.
That's fucking badass, dude. Fuck yeah. So the question was the music that we like and why we're in it, or why we're into it, or
Julian said, "How did you come to like the music you like, and why do you like it?"
Oh man. So like obviously when we grow up, through different ages, we go through different phases of music, and I can honestly say like the music that I like now, the reason why I've grown to like it is because of the message that it sends me. Like, even though that the artist isn't saying exactly what it's supposed to mean, it's how you respond to it. So honestly, like Cirque Survive is like a huge fucking influence for me. Like Anthony Green is a huge influential like lyricist. Johnny Craig is like my influential vocalist, but Anthony Green is like my influential lyricist, and I've grown to like it because of the way it made me feel. You know, it made me feel like just like in a different place, man. Like I can't even fucking explain it, bro. Like it's crazy how that music made me feel. It made me go into like deep thought, like lost into that shit, man. And go ahead and laugh in the mic, dude, because I know you laugh.
I know you just.
it's
He was like, bro.
oh yeah, dude, it was like, dude, it was crazy, man. And from there, like, I think that I was able to grow as an artist.
Like it took you, into like the.
Yeah, it took me into that. Anyways, guys, so yeah, so that's all of us, right? That we explain our influential music.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in, and just remember, we care about you guys, and if you're interested in us, that's fucking badass. We want to grow with you, man. Like, we all want to be a part of you. You are the reason why we keep going. Without you guys, we can't keep being a band. So we want to make music that you like. If you listen to it, fuck yeah, let's do this shit, man.
I think we have like one more, which I think we answered at the beginning, but I guess we can do it for the Facebook Live.
Yeah, man.
And so, why did we decide to start the podcast, Julia Daniels? One of the main reasons is just to do something that's different. It's with interaction as far as in Facebook and Instagram today, you can reach so many people unless you're paying to have your stuff advertised. So with the podcast, it's something that we can actually share later on SoundCloud and YouTube and have people listen at any time of the day, because everybody's got things going on. Everybody has to go to work. So we want to create something that's different, that we can interact with people and you can submit questions. It'd be cool to kind of like do some special stuff eventually, maybe like give away some merch or exclusive material that we wouldn't normally do. So it's a cool way.
yeah, a cool way, man.
It's just a cool way to interact with people. It's different.
A cool way to be cool,
Yeah.
It's cool.
Like not the Lost Boys. What's that movie?
Oh, Lost.
The Outsiders or whatever.
The Outsiders, man. The Socials.
The Goonies, bro.
Do it for
Socials
Johnny, man.
sucks.
Do it for
Oh
Johnny.
yeah, The Outsiders.
Cool, yeah. So,
Any questions out there? Whoever's listening.
hey guys, if you still have questions on Facebook Live, go ahead and shoot them. We'll answer them for you. But one thing I do want to say though is my personal input on being on this band. It's been a great honor, to be a part of Marila Voe. It's definitely made me grow as an individual artist as well. Like I feel like my mind is just getting broader because I've had the privilege of working with other talented individuals to try and create something bigger than ourselves. And because of that, it gives me a chance to go into other like visions and aspects that I would never be able to do as a solo artist. Like even though I do have like my solo stuff, this is greater than what I've ever done.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool stuff.
And this being my first real band, I feel really lucky to share the stage with other people that will have the same goal.
That's all you gotta say, man. Come on, man. It's a podcast,
Cool
bro.
story, bro.
Yeah, no shit, right? This fucking guy, he's like, so my name's Miguel, and I'm 26. That's all I gotta say.
35.
What about Roy?
28.
Roy is the one, the corazón of the band. What do you gotta
El
say? Man?
corazón.
I don't know.
He said, I don't know.
With Roy the fucking legend. That's right.
So that was a message that we got off of Facebook Live. But yeah, so we all feel different about this, about this band, but I think the whole idea that we have is the same, which is I'm waiting for everybody to answer. Like, what are you doing? Come on, let's go. Like, be famous.
Be famous.
I don't know. I guess we could close out the live and then just end it.
Yeah, we're closing out the live for sure. Well, thank you guys for tuning in on Facebook Live. We're going to go ahead and finish this. But I will ask you guys individually, what is it? What goals do y'all have for us to do? I mean, where do you see us being?
I think the ultimate goal for me is to create songs that are just going to last through the ages. Like that's
Like the Dark Ages.
The Dark
Like-
Ages.
like
even
leaving
through the
behind an
Dark
imprint,
Ages,
right?
even through the Dark
He's
Ages.
gonna be a fucking fossil.
wait.
Like I
Wait.
just want, you know how like
I
when
just-
they,
I just
when they
wanna
send
make-
stuff onto space and it's like they put little stuff in there. It's
A
just
time capsule?
to resemble the human race.
I
I
just-
just want our EP to be on that. So when aliens find it, they're gonna be like, oh, this is Earth. These are humans. I don't know.
I just want our records to be able to, whenever we have the next Great Depression, people are still gonna buy it. Like if they had to choose between food or
music.
or if they had to choose between food or check it out. This is what's gonna happen. The next Great Depression, everybody's streaming music, nobody buys fucking records anymore. When that shit happens and they can't afford fucking Spotify, they're gonna buy our music. That's what I want to happen, because they're not gonna have a choice, and they have to either spend their last $12 on gas to go to work,
Should I eat?
or should I buy this fucking Marila Voe record? That's my goal.
I mean, I did that with Circus Survive. I had like $6 and I needed it for gas, but I bought Jaturna.
For $6?
Yeah, dude.
That's actually good.
It was a steal, man.
I see.
Was it
ourselves.
used?
Yes. Yeah, it was, but it's cool. So, fuck it.
I think my personal goal, in a way,
Is what, Randy? What is your personal goal?
I personally, like, I'm looking way over our head. I want to see ourselves like playing like the Super Bowl. We're not playing
ATT Center.
With Missy Elliott, right?
with Missy Elliott.
No,
But
dude.
by that time, it's probably gonna be a hologram.
Not Missy Elliott, but with what's that one guy that's famous? Jay-Z.
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 We'll be playing with Jay-Z, man.
No, I guess ultimate goal. Yeah, I mean it's the same thing. Just like right now, it's a lot of work, but I hope it's something that we can end up really happy with, and that we can look back on and we're proud of, and have something to
Leave our mark.
leave a mark on some, like just leave a mark, like and make really good music.
That's one thing we really want to do is even if we don't even get far, like we are investing a lot of time and a lot of money actually to try to make this work, because we have a bigger goal and in a bigger picture that's bigger than ourselves. We don't know where it's gonna go, but we hope that we get there, you know.
Real talk, though. Real talk. I just want Will Ferrell to come out on one of our music videos.
Oh shit! That's actually
That
a
would
good idea.
that would be like
Fuck,
that would
sign-
be pretty
fuck
cool.
sign it to a record label. We just need Will Ferrell.
Will
If we could get
Ferrell,
Will
yeah.
Ferrell on our video,
Hey, Will, if you're listening to this, you better get to one of us. That
yeah, we're actually gonna hashtag you and tag you in this.
Yeah, man, we're gonna tag you, bro, and you better get here, and you better
We'll be
bring
like, "Who the
that
fuck are these
fucking
guys?"
dude.
But I want you dressed in that elf outfit, though.
it's probably gonna happen.
I guess we got anything else?
I guess that's it for
Our first
our
podcast.
first podcast episode.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
wait! I gotta ask though, why the title "Get It in the Van"?
because we
people
haven't
are
toured yet.
I think it's
Eventually, it would be cool to get this podcast running on tour. So get in the van, you experience our tour
Episode
with
1.
us.
yeah. We're gonna
Maybe
be in the
experience
van.
conversations
Star
with-
Wars episode 1.
We're gonna have special guests. Like, hey,
Yeah,
get in the
special
van.
guests. Maybe we
Johnny Craig.
talk to other
Jamie
That
artists.
guy's, that guy's cool.
Not Johnny Craig.
No, oh,
Not
my
Johnny
bad, I'm
Craig.
Everybody but that guy. Yeah, eventually
Will
maybe.
Ferrell. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's definitely gonna be in the van.
It would be
Vaughn.
cool to like
Bring that guy.
share our tour experience this way and have like real, straight up
Conversations.
honest conversations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
And the fact that we have to eat gas station hot dogs for
Yeah, we want
Oh,
this
I'm
shit.
down for that.
We
6
want
weeks.
this shit to be real. We want we
We're
want
not
to
gonna
share.
We're not gonna sugarcoat anything.
Yeah, we want to share our stories. So this is a way to share our story, and kind of share the grind and where we want to go, and kind of have something to show for it, where we started and where we're headed.
Totes.
Totes.
Totes McGoats,
All right,
man.
guys. So I guess
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and
Eat tacos and listen to Marila Voe.
Yeah. So visit us on Facebook. We have our EP right now on Bandcamp. We plan on releasing another EP pretty soon with Mac Damon and it's gonna be pretty badass. Please check it out. We are from San Antonio, Texas, and we plan on touring. So if you want to check us out in any of the other cities, man, we'll be there.
Like
Just
us on
let us know.
Facebook, Instagram,
Follow
us on all
Instagram,
social media.
all that
merch.
shit.
And thank you
so
all
much.
you guys who interacted with us today and who left comments.
And everyone who
messages,
buys merch. You
Yeah,
guys
and
are
for everybody
badass.
listening
Comes
to this shit
shows.
still,
Who actually
even
cared.
after like an hour. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, peace.
Hidden.
Peace.